Welcome back to Echobloom. I'm Skylar Funk, singer and main songwriter of the band Trapdoor Social. This series is meant to share a little bit about our process, ourselves, the origins of songs, and the stories of how they were made. For more, please follow Trapdoor Social on Instagram, support our Patreon, where content like this is always released first, and buy our music and merch at trapdoorsocial.com. Echobloom is the album that brought in our first record deal and was printed on our first vinyl. We're happy to reminisce and eager to share stories from its creation. Let's get into it. Feeling Good is a famous song recorded by so many artists that I couldn't possibly name them all. However, including Muse, Michael Bublé, Avicii, among others, the song has obviously been appreciated by a number of artists. Popularized by Nina Simone, the song was actually written by English composers Anthony Newley and Leslie Bricusse for a musical called The Roar of the Grease Paint, The Smell of the Crowd, and first performed in 1964. Trapdoor Social began playing this song live on tour and leading up to our show with LA's alternative rock station KROQ at the Terragram Ballroom. We were discussing a second cover song to add to the set, to keep a crowd with many new faces engaged with us. I had the idea of Feeling Good, and at the time, beloved manager Brucey couldn't recall the sound of the song. The conference call was taking place from our respective homes, but Bruce was at a Starbucks at the time, and I couldn't help but overhear in that exact moment that the radio where he was playing Feeling Good. He listened up, knew it immediately, and we all laughed at the small world moment of this song serving itself up to us. It was a bit of a sign. We've played it ever since live, and we've played it with so many brass bands. We couldn't deny the energy of this song in our show. Often as a finale or closer, Feeling Good has an indulgent, out-of-time introduction, the vocal, and the atmospheric instrumental.
Drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me.
After the iconic title line, the brass band enters with a heavy foot on the gas pedal, a laid-back beat, and an iconic descending melodic line in the horn section.
And I'm feeling good.
What made this version special by Trapdoor Social, in my opinion, is the guitars, the drums, the alternative rock nature, the way that we work with Kurt Schneider on our sound to develop our distinct voice, and of course Louis Gonzalez's stratospheric high notes covering the last verse of the song. This was rock. It was not just a cover or a musical theater song anymore. We had the pleasure of bringing top shelf brass from Riverside into the studio to work on this project. Kurt Schneider hosted us in Studio City, and we shot a video of it with my friend Barrett Bowman. You can find it on YouTube. It's a good watch, and it's a live video from our recording of the song. There's a huge amount of soul in this tune, and it's also one of those unique situations in which the main horn line doesn't really overlap with the main vocal lines. This allows me as a frontman to sing the lead vocal as well as play the saxophone when it's time for the horn section. What's important is the opportunity to perform this with not just the voice, but the saxophone as well, showcasing one of my talents as an artist and making the Trapdoor Social version of this production unique and hard-hitting every time we play it. I mentioned that this song made an appearance on many of our tours. In fact, when we opened for the B-52s on the European Farewell Tour in 2019, we were playing this song across Europe and the UK, with Hyde Park Brass as a 6-piece horn section backing us up. When we first approached the tour, their sound engineer, Frank Gallagher, was understandably a bit off-put by our request as an unknown opening band to add a 6-piece horn section. After our first show in Amsterdam, Frank approached me and told me that he was a believer. In part, this is the effect that Feeling Good had on our audience. But Feeling Good stood out as something that needed to be recorded, in part because of our increased collaboration with brass bands and horn sections, and in part based on the positive reaction that this song would often elicit in a live show. Maybe it was the finale, maybe it was the way the long, meandering verse precipitates into an absolutely destructive, heavy-handed downbeat of horns. Something about this song worked for us so well live that we knew we had to record it for an album. Echobloom doesn't officially contain this song because it didn't fit on the vinyl, but we didn't release Feeling Good with any other album otherwise. So it is included on the CD and in the history of Trapdoor Social as part of this body of work because it came out around that time.
And I'm feeling good. And I'm feeling good.
Thanks for listening. Thanks as well to Bob and Lisa at Pasadena Records, who believed in Echobloom enough to print it on vinyl. Thanks to Bruce Rave, our manager, great radio host, and friend. Thanks to Merritt and Kurt and everyone who's ever recorded us, written or played with us, or seen us in concert. We couldn't do it without you. See you next time.